What's Living? What's good? It's your girlfriend saying today is Wednesday. And to be quite honest, today I almost did not have a subject to talk about. I was just gonna get on here and talk about, I don't know, do what every other YouTuber does when they don't have any ideas. Like, here's my favorite TikToks, or here's a Q&A that I didn't actually get any questions for, but I'm gonna give you a Q&A. Haven't done that. I actually came up with an idea. Oh my god. So today we are talking about something that scrolled up on my screen this morning, and I'm 100% sure I am late because I feel like this happened over the weekend, but I am late to everything. So are we surprised? Okay. And this is in regards to the Chloe Bailey situation. Now, if you don't know what this is, sis, it's okay, because I didn't really know either. And let me explain, okay? Chloe is a member of the group Chloe and Haley, who was discovered by Beyonce back in 2013, okay? And I've heard of them. I'll be quite honest, as I said, I'm late to everything. I have not heard any of their music. I know I am going to check it out this weekend because what am I doing? I'm missing out, obviously, okay? But Miss Chloe, who is 22 by the way, so I'm gonna call her Miss Chloe because she is a grown woman, and I feel like some of y'all are forgetting that. She was on her Instagram. Apparently her and her sister had a joint Instagram. She decided to get her own Instagram and TikTok, and she was doing normal stuff, in my opinion. She did the busted challenge. Every person I know has done the busted challenge, so okay, cool. She apparently was saging her house or something, and she didn't have any pants on, okay? And so many people apparently were guilting this little girl. Well, again, she's not a little girl. She's 22 years old. So I gotta continue to say that because this 22-year-old woman, so many people were saying, oh, you're sexualizing yourself, like guilting this girl. Woman. See, I'm having trouble, so we're gonna get there. We're guilting this woman into feeling bad about just living her best life, right? And originally, this video was going to be me ranting about modesty, right? This idea of, oh, you have to look a certain way and act a certain way so that you don't look like a sexual object. Because for some reason, anytime a woman is sexy, anytime a woman is showing any part of her body, we are automatically inclined to think about the men.
Men are going to think of you in a bad way if you show yourself this way.
Oh my god. As if like men aren't going to see you in a bad way regardless. Like, I know many of people, myself included, who have been sexualized by men while looking disgusting, okay? Anytime I go to the grocery store and I have just literally gotten out of bed, ain't put no makeup on, ain't even throw a wig on, okay? And I go to the store, there is still a man who will stare at me as a sexual object. Because if that's what they want to do, that's what they gonna do, okay? Don't matter if you're showing cleavage, butt, shoulders, apparently, because that apparently, look, it doesn't matter how you show yourself. If a man wants to see you as a sexual object, he's gonna see you as a sexual object. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Plenty of people have been assaulted or harassed by men, irregardless of how they were dressed, people, myself again included, and even when I go out and look a little sexy, it does not mean that my main objective by doing that is, men, look at me. No. Okay, it's not. So that was going to be the main talking point of this video because it really frustrates me to my core that anytime a woman does anything with her body, it automatically gets switched on. Men. Let's talk about how men will see you. Oh my god, what if a man, you want this male attention, that's all you're doing this for? Because let's be honest, me at 22, I was a hot mess, but it had nothing to do, well actually it did have a lot to do with men, but not for me wanting, okay? We're not going back there. Anyway, but that was gonna be the main point until I kind of sat and I read the comments of this, and let me explain. This girl was on the internet crying about how these people have been in her comments shaming her, making her feel bad about herself and what she does with her body. And she talked about how she was trying to become more self-confident and embrace herself and who she is in her body and all that stuff. And this girl is crying on the internet about these, no, like, who are you? Like, who are you and why do you care behind people? And I went in the comments and saw so many people like, well, that's what you get. You should have thought about that before you did this and that, because you know what happens when you, And I realized the internet, though an amazing invention, though something that connects people who are far away from each other to each other, is toxic. And I mean, come on, Francine, you know that. But one thing I never really realized is how much of an audacity people have gotten because of the internet. Now, to my young folks out there, if you were not born before the internet, let me tell you something about the good old days before we had Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and TikTok. We just talked about each other behind each other's back, okay? Pretty much the only way you know somebody was talking about you is somebody put you on three-way and you just kind of muted it a little bit and you can hear them talking about you, okay? That's the only way we knew that somebody was talking ish, okay? And now we have the internet, an abundant place where people think their opinions about your life matters, even though they don't know you or will never meet you a day in your life. And that really kind of took me a moment to process. Like I said, most of y'all probably like, girl, I know. But to be sitting seeing this girl crying on the internet and then think to yourself, well, that's what you should have expected. Why are you upset that we are sitting here making you feel bad about yourself? Like, are we serious? Are we seriously believing that your opinion about a person that you don't know somehow should be okay to make them get to the point of crying about it? Like, that you have tortured this woman, and I'm gonna keep calling her a woman because she's not a girl. And I think that's what a lot of people are starting to forget, is that she's a grown woman. She's 22 years old. She can bust it all she wants. She can be walking around her house butt ass naked if she wants to, okay? And put it on the internet, and if you don't want to see it, if you think it's a wrong message, then don't watch it. I mean, we have somehow come to the conclusion that we have the right to police what people do with their time and energy, as if they give a flying squirrel, as my mom would say, about your opinion. At 22, yeah, I probably would. At 22, I was like her, trying to build self-confidence, trying to love myself, trying to love who I was as a person, and trying to understand my place in the world. And if I had as many people as her telling me, girl, you doing too much, girl, you trying to get male attention, girl, I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I really couldn't, because that is somehow your responsibility to tell this 22-year-old woman who you don't know what to do with her lifetime and energy. And like, I really had to like think about, like, why are we accepting this to be the way it is? Anytime that you do something on the internet, people give you criticism, and let me not say criticism, because I can say criticism. People give you hate, because this is hate. People give you hate for what you do. We're automatically like, well, you know, it's the internet. That's how it is. Why? Why are we not inclined to say, yeah, they need to just scroll on by and mind their business? Because somehow we assume that just because we put it out into the ether, out into the world, everything that comes back is okay. That's not true. We should not be having this be a norm, because like I said, before the age of the internet, I mean, the most maybe you could send somebody some hate mail. Like, I don't really know what else you could do. But we wasn't on this type time because we couldn't be. But now haters have a plethora of places to tell you about how much they don't like you, even though you don't care about their existence. And we all know why these people take the time and energy to talk about a person they don't know, because they miserable. And misery likes company, okay? I made a whole video about how I used to be a hater, so I can somewhat sympathize, okay? The hating spirit boils up in you because you hate your life, okay? And you hate yourself, and you got these problems. Maybe you want to be busting it too. I mean, me too, sis. I ain't got the body for that, okay? And maybe you see her busting it, you like, oh, she gets to bust it. Why can't I? And now you putting those insecurities about yourself onto other people. Sis, shut up and just work on you. Therapy, okay? There's plenty of places you can go to get therapy. You need it. You need it. Because I say sis, because it's mostly us. It's mostly us that are doing this. And look, you can say, oh, I'm just letting her know. You can say, well, what does she expect? You can say whatever, but your life is still going to be miserable. So maybe fix that first. Please. Because this sad reality is, and even if you think that you are helping her out by telling her, hey girl, doing this is giving the wrong intention, why do you care? Why? If men are gonna be flocking to her busted challenge, looking at her twerking it, why do you care? Why? I'm waiting. Why? Okay. You don't know. Now, like I said, it is very sad to see a girl crying. I'm sorry, woman. Gotta keep remembering that. A woman crying on the internet because people just don't know how to let her live her life and be happy with who she is and love herself. And sadly, this probably will happen again. Because unfortunately, the internet is just gung-ho about making people miserable with them. And I mean, you can call it what you want. You can call it helping her. You can call it just telling her like it is. You can call it whatever, but she ain't ass. So why are you telling her? That's just my 2 cents. I'm sure, you know, if you have any thoughts, put them in the comment section below. It just pains me because, again, at 22, I was very much in the same place of not knowing how to love myself, not knowing how to be confident in my body and what I had, because I was a lot skinnier then. And I didn't appreciate it because I still ain't love it. That's a journey that you got to get into, and y'all sitting here breaking this girl down. Why she... Look, you may think it's necessary, but to be quite honest, it's not. And if you're bringing somebody else down in the process, was it really worth it? Like I said, that's my thoughts. If you have your thoughts, put them in the comment section below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the dislike button. If you don't like the video, hit the dislike button. Honestly, it don't really matter to me. I've realized that both of them help my channel, so I don't care. It's engagement, and the way YouTube been treating me, if y'all gonna give me engagement, shit. If you're gonna subscribe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. And with that being said, I'll see you on Friday. I got a good video for y'all on Friday. I can't wait to make that one. I haven't made it yet. It might be some tears. Just gonna let you know now, okay? And I'll see you then. Bye.